In this video, I wanted to go over some of the learning resources that are available to you being an online ASU student. So you can see we're in week 4 lesson right now, and there's the page that I'm on is ASU Online Learning Resources. I have links to a lot of different web pages here. So I wanted to go over those with you individually to let you know what each service is. So if you do have any issues as a student, you'll know where to get help. So this first one is disability services. As an ASU student, if you have a learning disability or a physical disability, you can register with disability services and get any kind of accommodations that you might need in each class that you take to help you succeed. So if you're hearing impaired, or if you have a learning disability and maybe you need a longer time to take an exam or something like that, Disability Services is the office that can help you get those accommodations in your classes, and this is available for online students as well. I know I have one student in one of my online classes, and she has a learning disability, and she gets time and a half to take her exam. So that means she gets an hour and a half instead of just an hour to take her exam, because it takes her a little bit longer to pay attention and focus. So Disability Services, you have to register with them before you get those accommodations. So don't try to email your professors and say, hey, I need an accommodation. Can you do that for me? Because they'll say, no, I can't unless Disability Services tells me that I can. So you have to go through this office to get those accommodations in your classes. But you can see the link for that website that I was just on is right here, and that will take you to their webpage where you have your contact information right here for them. Okay, let's go to the next one. Information Technology Services. That's going to be important to you guys since you are online learners. You'll be using your computer for all of your learning. So they have all kinds of information here. They have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week help desk. A-State Online has a separate number. You're an A-State Online student, so this number is just for you guys. Our traditional students on campus can't use that number. So that's what I would recommend that you would call if you need help with that. You can see they also have contact information here. This is where we come to download our software. So at the beginning of the class, I had you download Microsoft Office. If you haven't already, we downloaded Respondus Lockdown Browser. You can see there's more information or more things that you can download right here. There's antivirus software. So there's several things that you can download right there. And there's all kinds of information, like if you're on campus and there's a Wi-Fi outage or anything like that, you can do that here. You should have already at this point activated your digital ID, but all of this stuff is here available to you. There's a link to Blackboard here if you wanted to learn more about Blackboard, which obviously you know a lot about it since you're watching this video. Okay, A-State Online, we've learned by now by going through the ASU website that it has a separate website, separate from the university, just for our online students, which you are A-State Online students. So let's take a look at that website. The link that I provided here in Blackboard takes you straight to the Student Services page in A-State Online's page. And this is kind of good information, but I really want you to focus right over here. Right under where it says ASU Self-Service, there's a list of phone numbers and email addresses for you guys. So admission requirements, if you're taking this class, you've already been admitted. But if you did have any issues at all, there's a phone number and an email address for admissions. If you want to drop a class, withdraw from the university, which means quit or stop out, which is not dropping out, it's just taking a break or whatever. Or if you have a change of name or address, that all goes through the registrar at A-State Online. And this registrar is separate from Arkansas State University's registrar. Again, this is a separate service just for online students. So there is an email address for the registrar. There's, again, change of major goes through their admissions office. There's a phone number there and an email address to get your change of major. If you ever decide to do it, this is the way you do it. You don't go through ASU University. You come through ASU A-State Online. If you have questions about financial aid, there's a number and an email address for that. Again, A-State Online's financial aid is separate than the universities, so this is the information that you need to contact them with. And if you have problems with a payment or questions at all, they have a student account services just for A-State Online students, and here's their contact information as well. So there's a lot of resources that they offer you just for online students, and you can find all of that here on this page. The next one is the Learning Commons, and this is available to all ASU students, the traditional and the online students, but it's tutoring. So let's go to that website, the Learning Commons here. So they have all kinds of support programs for students if you're having trouble in math or science or anything like that where you think you could benefit from extra help or tutoring, then you can contact them using these numbers. And I know they have the room number here, that's for the traditional students. They can use Skype, which we've already learned what Skype is, I think, at this point. Or you will learn what Skype is in this class. Either way, Skype is like video conferencing, like if you were FaceTiming somebody, so you could actually talk to someone in real time and see them face to face and have them help you out with your math or science or whatever it is you need tutoring in. So this is a great service, and it is available to you guys, so you can call this number right here to set up a Skype appointment with a tutor in the Learning Commons. The Writing Lab is where you get help writing. This tutoring, the Learning Commons, is more like math and other subjects. The Writing Lab is strictly for writing. So let's look at that website. Again, they can do Skype tutoring, so you can click on that link right there, and it tells you how to make an appointment and what to expect when you do your Skype tutoring. But I teach 2 upper level classes. They're a junior and senior level class, and we do a lot of writing in those classes, and it's for a huge chunk of their grade. So I encourage my students, my online students, to use the Writing Center to go over their pages or their papers with them before they turn it in to me, because that's just going to make their grade that much better. They can have someone review it and go over some things that they need to fix and edit and to focus on and make those corrections before they turn it in to me, and hopefully we'll get a better grade. So this is available. The Skype tutoring is especially for online students. So if you need help writing papers, they're there for you. Career Services is another great office that we have on campus, and they do offer a lot of services to our online students. So you can click on Students and Alumni here, and they can tell you what all they offer. So if you are kind of having a difficult time choosing a career, or even looking for jobs, or you want help with your resume or your cover letter, or if you want to do a mock interview, they can do a mock interview using Skype. So you don't necessarily have to be on campus to take advantage of Career Services stuff that they offer you guys. If you are close to Jonesboro, they have career fairs every year, and you can see the dates for it right here, the information for it. And they even have informational flyers. But if you're close to Jonesboro and you're close to graduating and you're going to be looking for a job, this is a great way to get in contact and meet a bunch of potential employers face to face and give them copies of your resume. So that's an awesome service that they offer. But if you are somewhere else and you can't make it in for the career fairs, they still do offer a lot of things to help you in finding a job. And then we'll have a separate lesson and video on academic advising. I want to go over that with you separately because it's a lot more detailed and it's different for all of our majors. Not very different, but different in some areas. So I want to do a separate video on that. So be looking for that, and let me see which module we're doing it in. Okay, we should have already done that in week 3, so you should have already done the academic advising. But I wanted you to know that is a resource that we do offer our online students. All of these resources that we offer you, it's all to help you be a better student and be successful in your college career. So don't think just because you're online and you're not here on campus physically that we have forgotten about you or that we can't help you out in any way, because you're still our student. You pay tuition, that pays our salary. So we want to make sure that you have a good career, college career here, and you do well in your classes. So that's why we offer these resources to you. If you have any questions about any of these, or if you think you need help in an area that I have not addressed right here, just give me an email, send me an email, and I'll see if there's not someone on campus that can help you out.